Choose your character.
Well, everybody, it is hunting season. I hope you like that new intro. Put a lot of time into it. Give it a like if you liked that introduction there. Like I said, put a lot of time into it. I hope you enjoy it. It was something kind of fun and funny to make. But regardless, it's September 18th, I believe. Bow season opener in Wisconsin. We are about to hit the Natty Forest, which is all of that stuff back there. And it's gonna be fun. It is hot. Honestly, I don't have a long sleeve camo shirt, so I'm going with the sweatshirt, which it's gonna be hot out there. I'm gonna be sweating, but we're gonna be trekking through the woods real quietly, hopefully, and hopefully we can see some deer. That's step number one, is gonna be find deer, and we'll see if they're the right ones when we get there. But I got a few spots in mind. We're gonna go try. We're just gonna still hunt our way through the day. It's probably 10 a.m. so we have the rest of the day to hunt, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go enjoy it and see what happens. So follow along, stay tuned. I'll keep you updated as much as I can with being quiet, and I'll try to show as much as I can along the way, but don't expect too many more talking until after. We just spooked one doe about 50 yards away, about 100 yards from that rub. So we're just gonna sit a little bit, listen. I didn't spook her bad, but we're in the deer pit. I'm checking onyx, and hopefully we can see some more. Like I said, that big rub, that deer's gotta be in the mile, I should say, square mile. We'll see, but well, we just made it back to the car. That was, I call it session number one. And yeah, we saw one doe. I think it was the same doe twice. Sorry for the traffic behind me. We didn't park very far in here because I wanted to walk and kind of explore a little bit. But we definitely put some miles on, and I got within like 50 yards of a doe. I couldn't really film it because I'm carrying my bow with the camera on the tripod, so I'm sorry about that. But we're gonna go back, we're gonna eat a little bit, refuel, then we're gonna go right back out. We're gonna hit a different little area I want to try out. I plan on sitting there, I think, a little bit more once I get in there. I want to observe. It kind of butts up next to some private, and I kind of want to get close to the, not line, but I want to get in that area and just glass a little bit, and hopefully watch some bucks feeding if I can sneak in there quiet enough. Watch some deer feeding, I mean. Bucks would be a bonus, but I am happy I got within close to that doe, within 50 yards. I don't have a doe tag in this area, so I will not be shooting a doe, but at least here, maybe this next week I'm going to try that. But we're going after bucks. But I found a deer bedded. I found deer, that was my goal. And I thank the Lord above that I did that. So let's eat some lunch and then let's get right back out in the woods. Alright everybody, it's Sunday morning. Got a car coming past here. Hopefully they don't pull in here. There was a truck here last night. But we're going to a new piece of public land this morning. It's Sunday the 19th. And we are just going to see what we can find. And hopefully I'm trying to find a spot here that I can sit down for a few hours, enjoy the sunset, and kind of watch deer activity. Hopefully in a quieter spot. So stay tuned. Last night I didn't really talk about it. Me and my dad were just kind of just amazed at how cool it was to see those deer. I know some people see deer all the time like that, but for us, that was the first time really experiencing deer up close. I mean, I had those fawns within 5 yards. Forgot to hit play on the camera for probably 5-10 minutes, and that one just knew something was wrong. So it was kind of funny. But then I had that spike walk at 25 yards too, and we were hoping that we had some big ones on, or one big deer on the trail camera that came out after that spike before, and it just never happened. So that's how it goes. But we were both jacked, and I didn't really have a chance to film anything. But yeah, so we're here Sunday morning. Let's go hunt. Let's go have some fun. I'm sweating my tail off right now. I just hiked back in some property. Kind of look like MJ. I just got the gloves on. But we are gonna go back to a different spot. I just walked back like a mile in there, and then of course someone had a bear bait right where I was thinking of setting. And I think I just put the keys in the car here. Alright, got the keys. But anyways, walked back there like a mile. There was a bear bait. I was like, are you kidding me? But it also wasn't what I was looking for. On the satellite map, it looked like kind of like a mix of like a hardwoods on top that came down to the river pretty quickly, but it actually turned out it was hardwoods on top, and then the ridge line that dropped down to the river. Once it dropped, it was just a swamp. So as you can see, I sunk in about 1.5 feet on one little part of this marsh swamp thing. Won't call it a marsh, there's no really grass. But we're gonna go try out a different spot. Where I saw that rub yesterday, I'm gonna go on a different side of it, and hopefully we can sit down somewhere and just kind of hopefully see some deer action. So we have an interesting wind this weekend, so which is nice. So it's different, but we're gonna go give it a shot. Well, we just tried spot number 2 for the morning. I think it's about close to 9. No, probably after 9, honestly. Just didn't quite feel it. Wasn't, I don't know, it wasn't there. The deer, I'm feeling it in terms of I want to bow hunt, but just wasn't feeling the area. It didn't have a lot of the right cover that I'm looking for. And that was kind of the same thing with spot number 1, and that's kind of hard when you're, I mean, I have Onyx, luckily. Me and my brother have shared it, but I'm looking on the map and trying to find spots where, you know, like habitats are meeting and stuff. Like this morning, I thought maybe it'd be like a more of a river bottom, like marshy area, just complete swamp. I stuck my foot in a hole and sank like to my knee. So that was fun, but we're not gonna get down ourselves because we got a ton more season left. This was just the start of it, and I learned a lot this weekend, and I kind of want to start doing that. So this weekend, I'm gonna do the top 3 things that I learned in terms of hunting. In terms of, this was a lot of public land, a little bit of private. I learned that deer are smart, but not as smart as humans, but they are very smart. I mean, if they could just have one sense taken away, whether it's, I mean, I would hope it was their hearing, to be honest, because their smell you can, you know, advert by going different wind directions. But oh man, it's so hard to be quiet when you're walking through slash and stuff like that. But number 2, I would say, is try to do a better job of correlating, like e-scouting. So when you're looking at a map, try to see where you've been before, what it looks like, and kind of correlate to that, or to other places. I didn't really do that last night and this morning when I was looking, and it kind of cost me my morning. Then lastly, the biggest tip that I've learned, not tip, but the biggest thing I've learned that over this course of the weekend is it's called spot and stalk for a reason. So I've been stalking a lot without spotting anything, and I ended up spooking 2 deer, which is fine. I'm trying to find deer right now. I spent a good portion of the summer scouting, not as much as I'd like to, but what happens is I'm seeing deer, but they're obviously running off. So, but that is huge because I'm finding bedding areas and whatnot. But it is a lot harder to stalk a deer than I ever thought. And this is kind of my first year really going out on a limb and trying ground hunting. And then also lastly, I found that it's really hard for me to stop walking whenever I do start stalking. So I gotta do a better job of taking 5-minute breaks, letting the woods calm down a little bit, you know, go silent. Little Bravo 6 going dark action, you know. But other than that, it was a fun little weekend. With my dad was up here. He didn't hunt much, but that's fine. It was just nice to have someone up here to talk to. And my brother was supposed to come up, and we were supposed to do this little dual-wheeled action, and I'll go going through the woods. But he came down with some sort of sickness. We don't know what it is, but he's just staying home and recovering from that. So best is yet to come. This next week I plan on hunting a few times on some public land on the other side of the state, Wisconsin. So stick with me, stay tuned. It'll be a whole new habitat, and I'm actually really excited for it, especially after this tough weekend. So, but we had a really cool encounter yesterday with those two fawns and that one small buck. So I'll see you next time on Wade G Outdoors. Thank you for watching this video all the way to the end. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're not already, but I appreciate you, and I'll see you next time. A lot more deer hunting videos coming very soon.